EastEnders spoilers: Ted Murray set for heartbreak following tragic Joyce death twist. EastEnders Joyce Murray had her sudden death confirmed in tonight's episode of the BBC soap. However, there was an unexpected twist in the tale fans might not have seen coming. Yesterday evening's installment of EastEnders saw the episode close on a shot of Joyce's, played by Maggie Steed, lifeless arm hanging out of bed, as she had died in her sleep. Although Ted, Christopher Timothy, didn't find out about the death then and there on the BBC soap. Tonight's episode saw the pensioner amble around the square, seemingly oblivious to his wife's death. As Kathy Beale, Gillian Taylforth, handed him Joyce's diary she'd left in the cafe the day before, Ted went about doing her chores. In the process of doing so, he appeared to learn just how much Joyce had done for him over the years. As Sonia Jackson, Natalie Cassidy, told him she'd be taking her to church on Sunday, Ted remarked, "I've hardly noticed all these things she's been doing. I've been taking her for granted." The revelation no doubt tugged at viewers' heartstrings, but there was more emotional turmoil to come. There was a huge shock at the end of the episode when it transpired Ted really knew she was dead all along, and he was just pretending otherwise. Ted's young friend Bernadette Taylor, Claire Norris, was concerned he was falling ill as he looked out of sorts, so she took Tiffany Butcher, Maisie Smith, round to his flat to investigate after the pair deduced he could be having a stroke. Although when they arrived, Ted was sat staring vacantly into the distance as the girls discovered the body, and Bernadette rushed to comfort him. In a heartbreaking scene, Ted revealed, "When I woke up this morning I reached out and touched her cheek and it was cold, like ice. So I pulled up the duvet, came out here to make a cup of tea to warm her up, you know. I was too late, wasn't I?" It looked as though Ted had been on his poignant journey through the square carrying the knowledge that his wife really was dead, and realized too little too late how good she was to him. Following last night's episode, fans feared for Ted's future, and took to Twitter to comment. One fan said, "R.I.P. Joyce Murray. Poor Ted will be so heartbroken. #EastEnders at #EastEnders. Heartbreak for Ted #EastEnders," another wrote. A third added, "A sad night for the square. What on earth will Ted do now without his Joyce? #EastEndersX. The war veteran has already been seen battling with post-traumatic stress disorder and depression, so these events could come as a huge blow to his mental health. The sudden death will send shockwaves through Albert Square, especially when the couple's daughter Judith, Emma Fielding, turns up next week. She has a very strained relationship with her father, and Ted is set to be put under even more strain.